ladies and gentlemen, Crimson Alchemy here on the roll line track at Roller Derby World Cup 2018. Going to be joined by my partner Suffolk Punch momentarily, but I got an awesome producer by my side, Battered Sausage. She's giving the big thumbs up on that. Right now you're taking a look at Team Iceland as they're eyeballing across the track to some of the crazy fans that we got here. We got half and half really of Iceland and Scotland's teams. But let's get straight down to it. Let me tell you about our players in this upcoming bout. Representing Team Scotland, number 0, Phoenix. Number 03, Shorty. Number 07, Liston. Number 09, Riot. Number 102, Seaton. Number 22, McLean. Number 39, Bangers. Number 407, Joe Mama. Number 50, Peacock. Number 64, Semple. Number 7, Little. Number 750, Brute. Number 77, Patterson. Number 792, Landsborough. And number 99, Not Sorry Laurie. And representing Team Iceland, we got 0, Crash Override. Number 12, Lethal Leo. Number 15, Ice Rocker. Number 17, Mala Vikinga. Number 19, Bring It On. Number 273, Lara Frost. Number 3, Lexia De Trix. Number 32, Icicle. Number 36, Sunshiner. Number 383, Grim Creeper. Number 59, Katla Nightmare. Number 67, Radish. Number 700, Mia Flawless. Number 75, Runa Way. And number 780, Bitchblade. And as you can hear, it is almost deafeningly loud. My house commentators here, awesome team. This track right here, roll line track here at Roller Derby World Cup, sponsored by Roll Line. Roll Line is tailored gear fit on your needs. It's the Italian skating experience since 1999. And you see the proud flag being waved up high. One thing I like about Roller Derby World Cup is you see flags everywhere. And it doesn't stop in just the rafters, but also in the stands with all the fans, some of them wearing the makeup and even attire to match their flags. And right now we're counting down. We're about 30 seconds away from starting this first jam. Kicking things off, we got number 77, Patterson from Scotland, and representing Iceland. A little hard to see from the, it looks like Sunshiner.
And representing Scotland in the jams department, it is Patterson. Patterson, in fact, takes lead jammer status for Scotland there.
Sunshiner is actually giving a little bit of a hand signal to her team to pull that pack together, see if they can squeeze around Team Iceland. I'm sorry, Team Scotland.
A spectacular hit there, performed on Patterson of Scotland. Iceland recycling her all the way to the back, but Scotland doing the same to Sunshiner of Iceland. That is a 5-point scoring pass for Patterson of Scotland.
And already the first trip to the box will be the pivot for Scotland. Sorry for that loud bump. We're having a switcheroo of my commentary team. And now joining us is Suffolk Punch. How are you?
Hello, I'm good. Very exciting South Africa-Romania game.
You can always swing by any of the feeds from Twitter, Facebook, or even reach out to us, hashtag RDWC 2018. And we got another 5 in the sky for Patterson. That's going to be 10 for Scotland.
And it looks like we have a power jam as Laura Frost for Iceland sits in the box.
Yep, Laura Frost playing pivot, was handed the star. She did not put it on in time. Got called for a penalty. detrimentals. We're now moving up 15-0 for Scotland.
Yep. We do have just another 2 points there at the end of the jam for Team Scotland.
What I love about the World Cup here has been all the tracks are near each other, but you can hear the fans and the passion from every single track around here.
Oh man, yeah. The emotions on the track I've just been on. Yeah, I'm surprised the roof's still on this place.
And right now, Iceland's Lara Frost still sitting in the box right now as we had a power jam. Not sorry Laurie from Scotland trying to plow her way through the pack.
Yeah, not sorry Laurie, really strong jammer for Scotland.
And out into the straightaway around turn number 3. Not sorry Laurie is lead jam.
And the crowd goes wild.
Oh, they've been wild. They've been hot all day yesterday and all day today.
Oh, beautiful toe stop there from Not Sorry Laurie. Spinning and dancing almost at the same time. As she makes short work of that Iceland wall.
Yeah, bringing up 27 for Scotland.
Yeah, Laura Frost is out of the box.
And a little hop of that apex. That's going to be another 5 up for Not Sorry Laurie. Icicle right now for Iceland reporting to the Cheese Balls penalty box.
As we see a cut track penalty called on the Iceland pivot, who has just taken the start. Ice Rocker, who we saw jam a lot in the game yesterday against Team Indigenous, takes the penalty, sits in the box.
This is rough for Iceland. That's twice in a row they were attempting a star pass and got back-to-back penalties in the box right now. So again, Scotland utilizing it right now, about 12 seconds left in the jam itself, but she's going to call it anyway, so they're going to have our second power start in a row for Team Scotland.
Yep, they want to keep that jammer in the box for as long as possible. Good call off there.
And quick timeout being called by Iceland to try to regroup.
And that was a 25-point jam for Team Scotland. Biggest jam so far of this game.
And as you might have heard already, Cheese Balls is our sponsor here of our penalty box. The original hand-prepared skate bearing, available in-house at the Quad Skate Shop or Quad Skate booth or online. Just look at the crowd on the screen right now.
I think it's I love you Scotland, we do. I love you Scotland, we do. I love you Scotland, we do. Oh, Scotland, we love you.
Very good.
And Iceland, they go, ice, ice, baby. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Now that will be stuck in the heads of all of our listeners. Thank Punch. And we're back from this timeout. Lining up the track with our power start representing Scotland. I think that's Landsborough, number 792.
Yep. As we have Ice Rocker in the box as the jammer for Iceland. As we have lead to Scotland. Ice Rocker now standing. Scotland very cleverly bridging back. So the jammer has to come back past the track to get back onto in play. Great recycle there by Little for Scotland. All the way back.
A little bit of a smile on her as she almost tripped and went out of turn number 2. And we're getting a multiplayer block call, and that is actually going on Scotland. And moving along now, Iceland with a pack advantage. Ice Rocker now grounding down into Scotland and trying to press through. Meanwhile, Landsborough picking up another 5 in the sky.
Yeah, a little dip around there to the outside. gets really low, gets around those Iceland blockers.
Landsberg comes with another 5, quickly makes eye contact with Ice Rocker and quickly calls that one off. Already 61 points and 3 jams for Scotland.
Woo!
And now we're looking for a reset. Hopefully Iceland can get onto the board here. Being led by none other than number 3, Alexia Detrux.
Yep, and she is going to be facing up against Peacock.
Now, did you ever see Alexia jam in any previous bouts this week?
I did, yes. Yep, I've seen Iceland play a couple of times now this weekend. Alexia on their jam rotation, but the Iceland blockers can't contain the power that is Peacock.
They have the most amazing unicorn shorts. That is Peacock, who just swims through and will pick up a straight up 5. Alexia Detrix still trying to drill away there on turn number 1.
Yep, we see Radish for Iceland trying to catch up with Peacock, but she is so fast. She gets through, get those points. And again, Peacock powers through, 5 in the sky for Scotland. This is a big jam.
Great work actually by blocking by Scotland, and that's like their big key right now against Iceland. It's just they're constantly rotating their pyramid, and then sometimes when they get their diamond formation set up, they will. And they're doing a great job putting it down. There was a star pass to bring it on.
Yep, so I think that's the 3rd star pass we've seen for Team Iceland so far.
Yep. And again, hopefully with the previous 2, before they can even get the star on their helmet, they went right to the penalty box. She has yet to get past this pack to officially put that star on her head.
So just a little bit of trouble there for Peacock as Icicle takes her off to the outside.
Oh no, a track cut. That's 3 in a row for Iceland. Star pass right to the penalty, right to the cheese balls penalty box, excuse me.
You're excused.
There's no excuse for me, there never is.
As Peacock comes through, smashes into Lara Frost.
Quickly, Iceland able to regroup there, but call the whistle there.
And that was the biggest jam of the game, 33 points for Peacock in that jam.
Also, one of our great sponsors here at Roller Derby World Cup 2018 is S1 Helmets, the S1 Light Visor Helmet Next Level Protection S1, the official helmet of 2018 Roller Derby World Cup.
So we have Patterson here for Scotland, 77. Comes through, gets lead. Yeah, that was breezy.
Bringing it on still in the penalty box. This is the 3rd power start for Scotland.
Yep. So bring it on here.
Trying to get by Liston, pushing back at the very base of that triangle.
As Patterson just gets around on the outside, 5 on the sky for her.
It looks like they're trying to attempt a pass. Oh, a quick jump at the apex.
Yeah,
Goes out, out of bounds.
Just out of bounds.
And just looking at Brandon on right now, it's like watching Sisyphus push the boulder uphill. She's just taking on the entire pack of Scotland, now having to recycle back.
Yeah, great little hop there from Patterson.
A stiff hit there from Liston. It looked like Brandon was almost going to return the favor.
So Brennan still at the back of the pack. She's removed the star. She may be looking for the pass. And the pass is made. We have a star pass. I think that's Sunshiner. Ooh.
Was
that was little from Scotland. really hit Sam Shiner right down to the floor.
Shiner locking up with Liston.
Yeah, Shiner has been jamming a lot this weekend. Really successful jammer, so I wonder if they'll put her back on the rotation later in the game.
Uh-oh, it looks like I'm seeing a track cut call, and I think that, yep, that's going right on Sunshiner. So that is the 4th time a jammer has sat in the penalty box, and this will be the 4th power start for Scotland.
Yeah, I think Iceland really need to be careful on these penalties. Scotland are pulling those cuts pretty often.
They need to learn to chisel the glacial wall that is Scotland.
Yeah. This is Battle of the Glaciers. Oh, and Not Sorry Laurie spinning around the Iceland blockers to get lead jammer.
And if you look right now, Scotland actually has separated the pivot. It looks like number 700, Mia Flawless, from the rest of her pack.
Yeah, so that would be like a goating strategy. So you get your goat from the other team so you can control the pack. They have let her go. Sunshiner is out of the box. Pushing that Scotland wall.
Just watching the strain in her legs as she's pushing that pack forward.
Yeah.
Gets 3 other skaters and she's gaining ground.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed with that.
Let me tell you, those Iceland skaters are really tough. I travelled there last year. My team played Team Ragnarok in Iceland, in Reykjavik, and they are tough.
Had the pleasure of flying through Reykjavik. Everyone is painfully nice there. I love it.
Beautiful country to visit. A little toe-stop jump there from Not Sorry Laurie. Gets her through, 5 points.
Iceland's pack. It's almost a mix of different a mix of different candies together in the candy dish there. Oh,
great hit there from Iceland.
Yeah.
Taking off Not Sorry Laurie to the inside. She wasn't expecting that.
No, that was Runaway, number 75. And the fans are popping now. Sunshine got the no pass, no penalty through, but was able to break through. And Iceland celebrating that.
Yeah.
It may not be a point, but still a victory.
Yeah. Great blocking there from Team Iceland. Icicle from Reykjavik, from Team Ragnarok. Very, very happy with that jam on the defensive. So we have a Mala Vikinga for Iceland. I think the first time we've seen her jam.
Yep, that is correct. Going against Landsborough of Scotland.
And Landsborough is your lead jammer. Mala Vikinga being held back by those Scottish blockers. Liston, Brute teaming up there.
Landsborough just found a clear opening through the center. Picks up an additional 5, and we have another track cut call, and that is going to be on Mala.
Yeah, she needs to be leaving the track. She now has a second penalty, so she'll sit for a minute. And in subordination, you must leave the track by the shortest route when you get a penalty.
And that's going to be detrimental again.
Yeah, this could be a big jam for Scotland here.
Double the penalties, usually double the problem. Scotland capitalizing on that, of course.
Yeah, Brute just there with a beautifully timed offense on the outside. Little hit to the Iceland wall, gets her through on the outside. And here again we see the goating strategy from Scotland. So they have that Iceland blocker at the back.
Yeah, they had Liston surrounded altogether, divided from her back.
As we see, Ice Rocker took the jammer to the back of the pack, but the jam got back on and back through. Yeah.
And Landsborough quickly calling that off, bringing that to 172 to 0. 15 minutes now remaining in our first half here on the roll line track here, 2018 Roller Derby World Cup.
Yeah, and that was a great jam. 30 points there for Landsborough, who was MVP of the Road to Manchester tournament. for Team Scotland in December of last year. So it looks like we have Peacock. All I can see is the leggings. I can't see the number, but I see unicorn, so that is Peacock.
That is the national animal of Scotland, if I'm correct.
Yep, so if you like unicorns, you like merch, Scotland merch is all for you.
And multiplayer block being assessed onto Scotland.
As Peacock powers her way through, we have Malavikinga. She's back on track.
A crash and burn into one of Iceland's blockers.
Yep, but Peacock quickly back on. Very quick to think about who she was in front of, who she was behind of, so she can get back on track quick.
Well done. No pass, no penalty given towards Peacock.
And that was a great takeoff there by Riot, 0-9 for Scotland, taking the jammer all the way back. Malavikinga still stuck in the pack.
And right on the outside, meeting number 75.
And Peacock around again on the outside, really strong on the outside line.
Mia Flawless knocked onto the infield. And it looks like Peacock swings right by Mala.
Yeah, so Iceland trying a bit of team offense here, trying to get their jammer out.
They are successfully breaking up that pack there. Star being held by Mia Flawless.
Yep, there's been a star pass. Hasn't put it on yet. And she's not going to get the chance to.
And with that, they have broken the second century now, 2:03 for Scotland.
Yep, another 30-point jam there for Peacock. As we see Alexia de Trix line up for Iceland. Line up for Iceland. Quick, we need a pivot. We need a pivot.
Oops. And we
Official
are having
timeout.
Yep, we are having an official timeout right now. And a big shout out to one of our other sponsors here. It was Fifth Blocker. Fifth Blocker Skates, skater owned and operated since 2011. Gallus. And just take a moment to actually reassess everything that we've seen so far from Scotland. They have free-flowing jammers. Iceland's having a difficult time trying to block because they're very focused on trying to get their jammer through the impressive wall Scotland has.
Yeah, they're clearly very drilled. They know their strategy. They know exactly what to do. Everybody knows their job. Some great timed offense.
Just point scoring, checking, no changes.
What?
Iceland also some strong walls, but just getting broken up a little bit to let the Scotland jammers through.
That official timeout was actually just to check the point score, but everything is on par and on correct. We want to thank all of our amazing officials from all around the world attending here and helping us out here.
And listen, with a jump around backwards to recycle the jammer. Lexia de Trix stuck behind that free wall. Free wall brace is strong.
Wow. Iceland pivot knocked right out of bounds. And now power jam going straight for Patterson, the Team Scotland.
Yeah. So that Iceland free wall at the front. Trying to keep the jammer in, but Lexia picks up a multiplayer block.
I believe I just saw an insubordination call.
Yeah, that was Lexia. She continued to skate around the track. She didn't leave the track by the shortest route, so she gets an insubordination. So that is 2 penalties.
Yeah, that's twice the 2 insubordination calls on Iceland. again playing against them as they have less skaters on the track. And right now, Katla Nightmar pivot for Iceland holding the star.
And a really strong wall from Iceland at the back, keeping that Scotland jammer from moving. Great work by both the walls in this jam.
I'm just getting a close look at their eyes. I believe it was that Liston who just blasted through Scotland's wall. Iceland's wall to break them up.
Yeah, that was a good timing there from the penalty box. As we see Sunshiner lining up for jam.
We'll be going against Not Sorry Laurie on our 5-second skate start line.
We're seeing Scotland taking that rear wall, Iceland in the front. And Sunshiner trying a bit of jammer on jammer action.
It's time to change up strategies, and if it works to throw off their game there, because they wouldn't be expecting it.
Yeah, always worth trying lots of different things if you're struggling to get through. And we do see a penalty called on Scotland blocker. As Sunshiner out of the pack. I think this is the first time Iceland jammer has come out. Oh, sorry, Ice Rocker, we've had a star pass. But points denied. Not Sorry Laurie calling it before Iceland can score.
And also, I gotta admit, that's also great track awareness, because normally these skates have been, Scotland's been just going through jammer after jammer without having to worry about Iceland's jammers. I mean, Laura's actually paying attention that, yes, they did get that star out and to quickly stop her before they get any points on that board.
Yep. So Iceland back with Lara Frost jamming. First time since the first jam. She is on a main rotation. We saw her jam a lot yesterday against Team Indigenous. As we have the Scotland jammer is out but is not lead. The referee signal, no pass, no penalty, so Scotland is not lead, but scoring points. Lara Frost manages to get lead just before the Scotland jammer hits the pack, calls it 0-0.
Right now 2:36 to 0, 7 and 50 seconds remaining in our first half of Scotland versus Iceland here on day 2 of Roller Derby World Cup 2018. And a big shout out to one of our big sponsors here, Blood and Thunder, whose belief is life's better on roller skates. Visit bloodandthundermag.com for roller derby inspired apparel.
So we have Malavikinga and Peacock. Peacock out the front, she is lead.
The pack now moving around into the straightaway. Peacock cranks on through, puts up another 5. Direction of gameplay going on to the pivot for Scotland.
Yep, Iceland with their full complement of blockers on track.
Yep, that was number 03, Shorty. Peacock picks up another 5.
As Peacock manages to stay in bounds and collect those points. And Peacock just breaking through the arms there.
Yeah, right through Runaway and bring it on. And we have a forearm call actually going on Peacock. So for the first time, Iceland's getting a power jam. And the star currently in the possession of Mala Vikinga.
Yep, she did remove the star. She put it back on him.
Another blocker, number 0, Phoenix for Scotland, reporting to the Cheese Balls penalty box.
great star pass there to Mia Flawless. Iceland's jammer now out of the pack, eligible to score.
McLean got knocked down, but popped right back up. And now they're eye to eye.
Great sportsmanship there from Peacock and Mia Flawless.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter the score. Both these teams are having just so much fun high-fiving one another. And that's the thing about roller derby is you have so much fun enjoying the passion that you're able to do.
Yeah, I think especially Team Iceland. There's only one league in Iceland. They have skaters, so it's really hard for them to play the game. So any game they get, they really, really enjoy and take the most out of it. Oh, and we have Iceland lead jammer, Lexi the Tricks, on her toe stops round the inside.
That is the first lead jam for Iceland. And it looks like track cut.
Track cut called on Lexia to Tricks.
She's not hearing it. They've been calling. Oh no. For a while, she wasn't able to hear that call, but now that's more time on top of that 30 seconds that she's got to serve.
I think she was so excited about getting lead.
She should still be excited.
Yeah, as we see Patterson come through for Scotland. 5 in the sky for her on that pass. And picking her way through the blockers.
Little bit of a tumble as the Tricks comes right into Iceland's pack. Oh, able to get around the hips. Stays in bounds, picks up an additional 5 for Scotland. Katla Nightmare doing a great job playing a little bit of a blocker and blocker action.
Yep, as Patterson makes her way through. Patterson from Old Reekie roller derby. Makes her way through. Radish, last Iceland blocker. Decides whether it's worth to try and take her out. Decides not to. Let's get back in the wall. Our wall can maybe slow her down.
Oh my goodness.
Maybe not.
He's going for the apex jump and gravity caught up. With Lexi the Tricks, you can hear this crowd. They are out of control. And we're having an official review being called by Scotland as Iceland has picked up a single point.
Yeah. They are literally hugging and bouncing.
And it's just not even the fans of Iceland. It's Scotland fans are applauding like crazy. They are into this game. Certain games you see, which you see these big blowouts, these big point spreads, the energy gets sucked out of this crowd. This crowd is still on fire because these both teams are having so much fun playing this.
I think they're all cheering for each other as well. So our official review means we can talk about some of our special sponsors which help the event happen. So how about the Girls on Track Foundation? Did you know that by age 14, girls are dropping out of sports at twice the rate of boys? And that is crazy. We think roller derby can help change that. Learn more at girlsontrackfoundation.org.
And speaking of that, if you stay tuned with us all the way to day 4, we're going to have that International Juniors bout.
Yeah.
Which I cannot wait for.
So that's going to be, I believe, on the stream, but also on the BBC. Yes, roller derby is coming to the BBC.
Reminds me, we have like so many great vendors here and so many items and clothing I need to grab. The one thing I'm going to do is go to rollerderbytshirt.com. You can get a different t-shirt from a different roller derby league from around the world every single month. Join the Roller Derby Shirt Club at rollerderbytshirt.com because I've already gone broke buying everything here.
Yeah. Yep, the Vendor Village, so many t-shirts to buy. I bought a Team Australia one because it has all the animals on that I like, which is pretty cool.
I definitely had to get in on Team Indigenous. They're selling really fast over there.
Yeah.
Impressive play they've had the last 2 days here.
Oh, they had an incredible game this morning. Really good. So hopefully we'll find out what the official review is about.
That's one, as we had mentioned earlier in the last jam, Radish playing smart with her pack. This little fun factoid I learned about her, she's the only immigrant on the Iceland national team.
Ah, cool. Yeah, I played Team Iceland last year when my team, Suffolk Roller Derby, went over to play them. They were really tough, but so hospitable. So any teams from around the world, I know Iceland are always looking for people to travel there to play them. Hit up their team, Team Ragnarok, and I'm sure they can make it happen. And it's an amazing place to visit. There's glaciers, there's waterfalls, there's the Blue Lagoon. Oh.
So let me go to Travelocity. No.
Sorry, I'm just reminiscing about Iceland because it's amazing. Amazing.
I might have to do a stayover on my way back to the good old USA.
Definitely should. And the Iceland coach, Flaming Mo, who I actually stayed with when I travelled there, starting a little chant with the crowd. Stamp, stamp, clap.
And you can see the crowd get into it on your screens.
Yep, all the crowd, not just the Iceland fans, Iceland and Scotland, and the skaters on the track. Everybody's into it.
They're starting to do it on the other track. This is great. I love just how friendly, open, and excited everyone is here at the 2018 Roller Derby Cup. And a big shout out, thank you to Rainy City Roller Derby for putting this together. This has been a fantastic event so far.
Yep, the venue here is amazing. 4 tracks plus warm-up tracks. The biggest event I've seen in the UK, for sure.
As we're getting back to the action here, still getting some information on the official review.
As we see Sunshiner and Not Sorry Laurie lining up on the jam line. They're pretty keen to get going, I think.
I'm so excited, my hat just popped off my head. As we're still waiting here.
So, interesting fact, Sunshiner actually skates for Rat City Roller Derby. So, hello, if you're watching from Rat City, hello, Sunshiner, she's doing great, she's enjoying herself. We love watching her. So we have 2 official reviews now. We've heard 2 official reviews back to back, so we're going to learn what they're all about from our lovely producer, Battered Sausage.
So we're waiting for the official review from the officials. They're officiating this.
All the officials officiating reviews.
And interesting.
So Scotland challenged if the Iceland ever actually completed their initial pass. It was determined they had not, and thus they can't.
As we see the rolling whistle, next jam gonna start.
All right, as I'm finally getting the information, there was a challenge from Scotland that the score point by Iceland did not count because the jammer did not do the initial pass. And that call stands to retain the official review.
Oh, and Sunshiner, just as you say that, gets lead. Iceland may be able to put that point back on the board. The bench coaches signalling, keep going, we want the points.
We are in that point.
Scotland trying to speed the pack up. Great awareness from them.
Sunshine gave a little bit of a bump to Not Sorry Laurie while calling that off. Unfortunately, it will be a scoreless jam, but the energy was still there. Scotland now winding down to the 2-minute mark, 2:82.20. Oh my goodness, what a game. Like I said, I love that there's so much energy out of not only the audience, but both of these teams. They're making this such an entertaining bout to watch.
Yep, Laura Frost fighting hard at the back of the pack. Scotland Wall keeping her in. Ice Rocker on the offense.
Laura Frost finally making across the 5-second skate start line. And we have a track cut going on the Laura Frost. This is good. I'm sorry, on Landsborough. This is going to be a power jam for Iceland.
Yeah, they're going to want this. I don't think lead has been called. Lead probably still open. So Laura Frost, real opportunity for her.
There's a forearm call, and that is going to go on 780 Bitchblade. Bitchblade, who actually skates for Texas.
Ah,
Shout out to all the Texas fans out there. Landsborough comes back on the track and just sneaks around the inside of the pack.
yeah.
Working the initial pass still.
And Laura Frost now called and a cutting penalty. She will go to the box. As Landsborough picks up 4 on that pass. Again, beautiful timed offense there from Scotland. I think their jammer got through without even being touched.
That's one thing that's great about all the jammers of Scotland. They have incredible footwork.
Yeah. And a great big smile on Landsborough's face. She's enjoying this one.
And once she passes this pack, they will be...
Oh, great hit by Ice Rocker.
She tried to grind down on those toe stops and still slid out of bounds. Great job there.
I think Ice Rocker has been a great skater for Team Iceland in this game.
And now we are now going to halftime with a score of 3-0-1-0. But still going to be a lot of great action going back to the second half. Who knows what they're going to be doing in Iceland for a brand new strategy coming out. But I'm sure they're going to have a lot of energy with it.
Yep. I think they're going to take this time, think about their strategy. What can they do to get some points? And we're going to see them fight in the second half.
Yep. Scotland had challenged it, saying that the the jammer for Iceland did not do the initial pass. Iceland re-challenged that as well, being the cut track call that was on the original jammer. So the officials were keeping up the penalty that there was a cut track call on that jammer. And when she came out of the penalty box and handed the star to her pivot, the pivot still never did the initial pass, and that's why they did not get that point, and it was taken away. And Scotland keeps their official review. I think that's the whole story.
Yep, sounds about right.
It's quite a story.
So just a little bit of stats info here from our lovely producer, Battered Sausage. So we have roughly double the amount of penalties for Team Iceland than Team Scotland, 6 to around 12. Obviously Iceland had a lot of jammer penalties right at the start of the period. Scotland also a few penalties, but not as many. Scotland obviously had lead a lot. So yeah, 3-0-1-0 at the moment. As I learned from Very Cherry earlier, 0 is a goose egg.
It's a goose egg.
It's a goose egg. I don't know why it's a goose egg and not a duck or a chicken egg, but
that's actually funny. I always thought it was more of like an American slang thing, like getting the big goose egg.
I've never heard it before today,
Oh.
but I'm going to use it now.
Yeah, been learning a lot of different new sayings here. That's another cool thing with the World Cup is we're just learning so much from each other's nations.
I think maybe for Iceland it should be a puffin egg. Puffins, one of the birds of Iceland.
Puffins are cute.
Puffins are real cute. I went whale watching when I was there, and we saw puffins. It was awesome. but Puffins in Scotland also. So maybe the Puffins like both places.
Both teams should have puffins as a mascot, or at least Iceland should have a puffin, and then there's a unicorn mascot. That'd be great. We're getting about 18 seconds away from starting our second half, and lining up on the 5-second skate start line, we're going to have number 15 Ice Rocker along with number 50
Peacock.
That's going to be Peacock.
Look, it's the unicorn leggings.
Oh yeah, why was I not looking below?
So strong walls, both teams, both playing a lot of defense here.
And forearm call going on to Scotland's pivot.
Yep, just that little bit of offense from Phoenix there at the front. Gets Peacock out of the pack. Ice Rocker also out. Can Iceland get that point back? No points for Iceland, 3 for Scotland. Very well timed call off there by Peacock. As we have the Scotland pivot starting from the box. Slight advantage here, blockers for Team Iceland. Iceland taking the rear wall. Scotland crushing down on that from the front. As we have Alexia Detrix.
Both jammers swinging onto the inside. Now they're moving through the center of the pack. And again, a multiplayer block all that is going on.
Grim
Iceland.
Creeper.
Yep, Grim Creeper.
As Patterson comes through for lead.
And Iceland being such a small, tight-knit community, there's a lot of sisters I notice on this team. One being Grim Creeper and Bitchblade, our sisters.
Ah.
And to not join us in this bout, I believe we're Big Bada Boom and actually Brendan Don, who's with us.
Yep, so we have another star pass for Team Iceland.
Hard crash to the outside. But going out on a forearm call, this is going to be a power jam for Iceland.
Yep, Laura Frost taking the star. That is going to be a cut track on Laura Frost, so we're going to have a jammer switcheroo in the box. Scotland very clever there. One of the blockers just getting the hips behind Laura Frost as she came on. Laura Frost didn't notice. Cut track as Patterson returns.
And now the Cheese Balls penalty box is opening up. We have a full house now filling up the track. Patterson picking up an additional 5.
Yep, the Iceland blockers getting together.
They took a stiff hit. Patterson came in with enough speed. It was able to bust through him.
Yeah, bangers with some great offense at the front there, getting Patterson through that Iceland wall at the front.
And Shorty living up to her name, coming in low and trying to break up that wall of Iceland. Lara Frost push. They're compressing so hard into Lara Frost. If she was Olympical, she'd be a diamond at the end of that jam.
Yeah, run away there, trying to do some offense for Lara Frost. Not quite getting there. As we see Malavakinga with Semple for Scotland. Is this the first time we've seen her jam?
This is the first time we've seen her jam, and lining up in that 5-second skate start line.
So Malavakinga at the back, 3 wall of Scotland. Semple is through, gets lead. Crowd's pretty pleased about that.
Mala stashing that star and trying to reach ahead. Shorty put her in a bay along with Riot.
And Semple, Grand Slam, 5 points. Oh, great offense there from Little for Scotland. Gets Semple through on the inside line.
Swings around the outside uncontested. Another 5 for Semple, bringing it 3:39-0. Scotland now short a blocker. That is 0-9 Riot from Granite City. An interesting factor about Riot playing for Granite City. Great blocking she's been doing so far in this entire bout.
Yep.
But also, this is not only her second World Cup, but she's retiring after 10 years of roller derby after the
Wow.
World Cup.
Gosh.
So she's going to be giving it her all, every last bit of her left here at the World Cup.
Yeah. She has been really good for Team Scotland. And here we have Landsborough again for Scotland with Ice Rocker for Iceland. And it is Ice Rocker for lead jam. She is out of the pack.
I can't hear anything except the loud noise. And is a track cut, yes, to Landsborough.
Power jam for Iceland. And the bench team, they're all saying, keep skating, get some points.
And Banger's getting sent.
Oh,
we go!
Hey! First scoring pass complete for Iceland. 5 in the side, grand slam.
The crowd
First
has-
points on the board, 23 minutes left on the clock.
The chills in this arena today here at Event City in Manchester, just from that one play.
As Landsborough comes out, she's on a mission. She wants to get round now. She wants to make up those points.
Forearm call on Ice Rocker. Power jam
I
reverted.
don't think she looks too bothered. She's still smiling.
Oh, she got her victory. That was her win.
Landsborough coming round. That's 5 points for her. Tied jam right now, but she's going to score some more.
With only 2 blockers for Iceland out there.
And again, more great offense there from Riot.
And we now have a full house on the flat track. Landsborough picking an additional 5, bringing it 3:58-5.
Oh! And great little hop, skip and a jump from Ice Rocker. Another 4 points for Team Iceland.
Even getting bumped down, the biggest smile on her face. A little shimmy from Sunshine.
The crowd are literally leaping around on their feet.
The
9 points.
The entire team of Iceland is the biggest hug I've ever seen of a huddle.
Biggest jam for Team Iceland. Oh, that was exciting. But also 18 points scored for Team Scotland. So they technically won that jam.
But did they really? No, well, no points officially they did.
I think Iceland took the emotional win from that. Peacock pushes the Iceland wall, does their thing, gets lead.
Lexia the Tricks now trying to pass that off right to her pivot. And that's number 75, Runaway.
As Peacock goes straight for the arms in that Iceland wall. Gets those 5 points. I don't know how she stayed in bounds on those toe stops.
Oh no, Runaway with a track cut. So it's going to be power jam back to Scotland.
As Peacock around again, 5 points for Scotland.
Nice little juke. Wow, getting right by number 3, Lexia the Tricks.
Yep.
Scotland rotating now in and out of the cheese balls penalty box.
Yep, and Peacock trying to keep the Iceland jammer in the box by calling it quickly, but Iceland jammer released before the time of the jam was up. So the Iceland jammer will start on the track for this jam. That is Malavikinga with Patterson for Scotland.
Patterson found no problem getting around the outside.
Yeah, we have 2 Iceland blockers in the box. Advantage to Team Scotland here.
And now we're getting a high block call.
On
And now-
Malavikinga. Power jam for Scotland. As Passam comes around. Another 5 points. She looks so chilled out when she's jamming.
Only if I can be that relaxed. But there's just
It's
too
like
much.
a little walk in the park.
And now it looks like Scotland is going to start with a power start coming up. Real quick, a shout out to Sucker Punch Skate Shop. As Europe's original derby owned and developed skate shop, Sucker Punch is dedicated to helping you with honest advice to find exactly what you need and more. Their technical know-how and expertise is unrivaled, as is their availability for your favorite gear and fast shipping they offer throughout Europe. You can visit them at suckerpunchskateshop.com.
Yep, so we're seeing Semple jam again, second time for her on the jam line. She gets lead status, but is recycled to the back.
Comes in, cuts through the inner corner, around the apex.
So simple skater for Dundee Roller Girls. So shout out to Dundee if you're watching at home. Simple's doing a great job. She just got another 5 points for Scotland.
Yep. Both teams now just recycling like a revolving door in and out of the cheese balls penalty box. Mostly you've seen a very common a common penalty, which is forearm calls all weekend long, especially in this bout as well, on top of track cutting.
Yep. So instruction from the Scotland bench there. Wanted Semple to call it before Malavikinga scored any more points.
Iceland still at 9. Scotland with 4:20. And lining up to the 5-second skate start line, we got number 792 Landsborough and number 15 Ice Rocker, but we have a timeout, official timeout call. And again, we want to thank everyone from
Roller Derby City.
Roller Derby City.
Have you heard of Roller Derby City?
I am vaguely familiar with that. Can you tell me more about Roller Derby City?
Well, they are skater-owned and operated merch and uniform company, UK-based, but ship worldwide. They supply uniforms, merch for teams, leagues, roller derby brands and events, including all of the merch for RWDC, for the Roller Derby World Cup. So all the volunteers, all the NSOs, all the announcers, we all get beautiful t-shirts from Roller Derby City. Being skater-owned and operated means they support the roller derby community at the heart of what they do, and they've been supporting that since 2010. So really, if you want any kind of skate merch, go to Roller Derby City. They've got mugs, bum bags, shirts, everything you could ever want.
You had me at shipping worldwide. I'm sold on that. 'Cause I'm across the pond in the good old US of A. And Landsborough getting forced a little bit to the outside. And as I mentioned before with those penalties, forearm call, this one going on to Liston from Scotland.
And it looks like we have lead jammer, Ice Rocker for Team Iceland.
Lansdowne using the drift behind her to patch up the pack, moving around, now regrouping here at turn number 4.
So, instruction from the Iceland bench, they want her to carry on. She's got 4 points on that pass. They want her to keep going. They want to score some points.
Oh, and there's a forearm she's getting called on.
Yeah, just a slightly late call. Communication there from referee. Forearms penalty. So Lansborough is on a power jam for Scotland.
Yep.
Power of Scotland, power jam.
Did pick up those 4 points, but not counted just yet until she was back out on that track and completing a pass. Completing a round. Lansdowne picking up an additional 5.
I think on your screen you can see some great offense from Brute. 7-5-0, keeping that pack slow, trying to get as many points as possible on this power jam.
And now right back out of the box is Ice Rocker. Lansdowne picking up 4, and it looks like Liston back to the box for another penalty. Both pivots of both teams in there, but Ice Rocker out, and there's those 4 points she had stashed away before the penalty, bringing it up to 13 for Iceland.
Couple of seconds left on this jam. Scotland speeding up the pack. Yeah, no more points for Iceland in that jam, but they did score 4, taking their score to a lucky 13 for them.
Now we're winding down the clock to the last 15 minutes of our bout here on the roll line track. We're at Event City, Manchester for Roller Derby World Cup 2018. And lining up on that 5-second skate start line, Number 3, Lexia de Trix and Peacock taking lead jam on behalf of Scotland.
Yep, Lexia de Trix stuck behind a strong 3 wall from Scotland. She has taken off the panty. Pivot has just come back on. Radish, the pivot. So we have seen the helmet cover passed over to Radish. Peacock come through. Offense just a little bit in the way there.
Lexia Trix had to let her go.
Yep.
Has to rejoin her pack and maintain it. And there's a cut call, but that is going to go on the pivot for Iceland. Now being number 67, Radish.
Yep, she is holding the jammer helmet cover, so she will sit the penalty as a jammer. Power jam for Peacock. Peacock power.
Peacock power, I like that. Crash override, was keeping her eye on Peacock. Still let her go. Shorty knocking crash override out of bounds.
And Peacock comes through, scores her 5 points, cools it off. Iceland jammer starts in the box. Another power jam for Scotland next.
And don't forget, you can reach out, share with us any photos, thoughts, or anything you'd like to say. Pretty awesome here at Roller Derby World Cup. Hashtag RDWC 2018.
Okay, we have an official timeout. I think there's just a few questions from the penalty box staff.
And while the officials are reaching out to our other officials, our NSOs here on the Roll Line track. This track is sponsored by Roll Line. Be sure to check out Roll Line on Facebook and Instagram for the latest offers. Hashtag Crew Roll Line.
I visited their stand in the vendor village earlier today, and they have some skates. Now, Rollline are known for making plates and bearings and wheels, really good, but actually they're maybe going to start making some derby skates. They have some prototypes out there today. They look really good, so look out for those Rollline boots to go on your plates. And yeah, they look pretty decent.
Excellent. And with that, Patterson with a power start immediately picks up the big LJ. we have a full house on the track. The Cheese Balls penalty box has cleared out. Model Viking now rejoined against the pack, and there's a track cut call on Patterson. Power jam to Iceland.
Yep, so again recycle, a little bit of backwards derby here.
Oh no, cut track being called on Mala.
Yeah, that was great by Liston and Little from Scotland. Keep going backwards. Jammer comes on, but Jammer wasn't quite fast enough backwards. Got a cut track. Patterson back out. Patterson scores some points. Just finds space on the inside line.
Mala back out onto the track, quickly stashing the star. And hand it off to her pivot. Is now crushed in a wall and able to stay inbounds after taking a knee, and that is number 59, Katla Nightmare. Skaters are piling up on that straightaway to turn one. I'm seeing a back block call, a forearm call. And unfortunately, it's on Katla. She's getting a back block, so power jam back to Scotland.
Yep, so we're going to have another start on a Scottish power jam. And it looks like Semple's going to be taking over that power jam.
As I mentioned, with our penalty box, it is sponsored by Cheese Balls Precision Skate Bearing. Cheese ball bearings are washed, dried, oiled, sealed, and spun by hand to ensure that every bearing comes out of the packaging smooth and ready to roll, except no substitutes. If you're going to roll with cheese balls.
I can't believe they spin them all by hand. That's amazing. They must just have like a big rack of them just spinning bearings everywhere.
Be an interesting kind of upper body workout when you think about that.
So we're just in an official timeout at the moment. So we can also talk about Rydell. So the Roller Derby World Cup is brought to you in part by the new Rydell Solaris. Solaris, the performance you demand, the comfort you've been missing. Shout out to Rydell Skates, proud sponsor of the 2018 Roller Derby World Cup. You can even make your skates custom coloured, handcrafted Colour Lab boots by Rydell. They also have Powerdyne plates and performance skate products, cutting edge designs, cutting edge performance. They have some beautiful colours for that Solaris boot. My friend has them in a turquoise colour. They're so pretty. They're so pretty. So check out Rydell Skates as we come into the next jam. Now, Scotland Jammer also went to the box right at the end of that jam. Iceland Jammer Katla Nightmare released just before, as Patterson is released from the box, and Patterson is straight through for lead jammer.
Right, going in for a multiplayer block. And now we got a clockwise block call going on. This number 700, Mia, flawless.
And Katla Nightmare, just a little trip, falls over on the other side of the track from the back, but gets up, carries on. She's going to want some points. Is Patterson going to let her get some? No. Patterson calls it, but Katla's pretty happy to get out of the pack. Little wave to the crowd. And I love all the different helmet covers they have here at the Roller Derby World Cup. Team Iceland have a map of Iceland, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I noticed that there was some I was like, oh, you don't even have a star, you have a different logo on, and I was like, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I like that.
Team South Africa, they have a map of South Africa. Romania have a bat on the side of theirs, so it's pretty cool.
I want a bat helmet cover.
So that is Lansborough through for Team Scotland.
Ice Walker breaks her way through and is currently working her initial pass.
Iceland getting through quite a few times in this second half of the game.
Lansdowne quickly trying to wrap that up, only be able to pick up 3 points, but falling off before Ice Rocker could catch up to her.
And that is a 500 points now scored for Team Scotland. 500. That is incredible. 13, lucky 13 for Iceland. Not the biggest points differential we've seen today.
But there's some points that don't go on the board, and that's the points for not giving up, having great attitude, and playing tough to the end, and that's all definitely going for Iceland.
Yeah. And that is lead for Semple. As Lexida Trix has removed the helmet cover. Unfortunately, the Iceland pivot, Icicle, picks up a cut track penalty, so they can't do a star pass. Not for 30 seconds at least. As Semple comes through. She is knocked off by Radish, but Radish picks up a penalty to the box. Semple comes through, another 5-point Grand Slam for her. And totally clear lanes 1 and 2 there.
Yep, crash her right handle, let her go.
So Lexia Trix still with the helmet cover on for Jammer. Semple comes through, another 5 points. Lexia Trix taking that helmet cover off.
Clockwise block being assessed to Shorty from Scotland.
As we see a star pass to Icicle.
Icicle, who skated for Atlanta for about 4 seasons, skating for Iceland here today at the World Cup with a big smile.
Yeah, I think she's happy to take that star and get out of the pack. She's also one of the main organisers for Team Ragnarok. She was the person I used to message, say, so Iceland, where can we stay? What can we do? So, great person, Icicle, great. No one yet from Scotland has beat Peacock's 33-point jam in the first half. That is the highest scoring jam so far. And we have Patterson up next for Scotland and Malava Kinga for Team Iceland.
Both jammers not taking off, just eyeballing one another. Patterson trying to throw Mala off her game. Great play by number 7 Little from Scotland.
Yeah, she has been great in this game. Some great offense and defense.
Yeah, Little formerly of Dundee Roller Girls now for, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering this, but Old Riki?
Old Riki, yeah,
Old
that's
Riki,
correct.
look at that, first try.
Yeah, as we see Malava Kinga going off for a cut track, so Little pulling that cut track. And a beautiful apex jump there.
Iceland with only 2 blockers out on the track right now. And Scotland's going to do the charge and break that wall up. Break up the 2 lady pack. And Patterson will quickly call that out, so they have always smart to have that power start to your advantage to guarantee the best you can to get in that lead jam.
Yep. And speaking of Peacock, they are out for the next jam as the jammer, also from Old Riki Roller Girls. Unicorn on the leggings, unicorn on the front of the shirt. All the unicorns.
There's never enough unicorns.
Nope. So Peacock trying to make use of Phoenix on the inside. Didn't quite make it, but a little spin move at the front. Peacock Peacock is lead.
And we now have an official star pass to number 15, Ice Rocker.
Yeah, but Peacock is chasing down Ice Rocker. Shouting to her bench.
Yeah, looking at her bench, see if they call it off. Oh, but it is a scoreless jam still. Quickly called that one off.
I think Peacock hoping that they got their hips around one of the Iceland blockers, but not quite. 0-0 on that pass. Just 4 to Scotland on that jam. And
coming up on our 5-second skate start line. Oh, we're going to have a quick timeout call, but it's the official timeout here. Make sure we got all our ducks in a row here.
Yep,
and I give a shout out also to another one of our amazing vendors and sponsors here, Double Threat Skates. Double Threat Skates, expert advice from experienced staff. Head to doublethreatskates.co.uk. And I just had a thought a little while ago when we were discussing unicorns.
Yeah.
Now, if Scotland has the unicorn as their national animal, correct?
Yep.
I'm not too sure what Iceland's is, but what swims in the North Atlantic? The narwhal. So they could have the unicorns of the sea be there. That would be amazing.
I think if you head over to Team Iceland, if you find their Facebook or any of their merch, they have a troll on their logo, on the front of their logo. And the trolls are part of the sort of heritage of Iceland. They have a lot of stories. And trolls obviously are quite hairy. So I know one of the things Team Iceland have said, a few of the skaters have decided they are not going to shave to be hairy like a troll because it's unlucky to shave off that hair. And so nice to bring in some of those Icelandic traditions to the sport of roller derby.
You learn something new every minute here at the World Cup as Landsborough is lead jam for Scotland. Katla Nightmare recycling back, going to the box.
Yeah, being really careful on that recycle. Iceland have been called on 2 track cuts just because they didn't go back far enough on the recycle. So Katla very, very clever there.
Actually, it's Ice Rocker, that went to the penalty box. Nightmare still up on the track. Landsborough tippy toes around turn number 2, picks up an additional 5, bringing it to 550 to 13.
Yep, Ice Rocker, the pivot for Iceland, back on track, but another blocker for Iceland in the box.
Yep, recycling back through the infield.
Yep, no trouble second time round. As we see a star pass to Ice Rocker.
I thought that was actually crash override, but I could be mistaken.
That Scotland wall staying strong, getting low. And Landsborough has no trouble there. Another 5 points.
And we have another form call. That is actually, yeah, no, you're right. It was Ice Rocker who is holding that star.
And Landsborough through, another 5.
And that is going to be it. We got a minute and 15 seconds to go here.
And that is the highest scoring jam now, 35 points by Landsborough, beat Peacock's jam of 33 points. No, sorry, 40-point jam from Landsborough. Highest scoring jam by quite a lot. So, Peacock, the next time you jam, more than 40, please.
She got about 50 seconds remaining in this bout to do so. But this is Semple that is actually jamming. And Ice Rocker still in the Cheese Balls penalty box. About to be released, standing up now.
And Yep, a lovely hip flip around the last blocker there for Semple. 5 points for Scotland. As Semple skips through the back.
Now getting to 589. You're going to wonder if they're going to try to play as much as possible to get to 600.
Yeah, I think they probably are.
Scotland finally turning up the, Iceland turning up the heat there.
Yep, that's Icicle for Iceland.
Yep, their coach is telling her, keep on going.
Yeah.
56 seconds remaining in the jam. Only 6 points away from the big 600. Guess they're able to slip by Icicle. 599. We have one more point, and they hit the 600. Scotland is on their feet chanting. And they have broken. Oh, out of bounds.
Great hit there by Runaway. And the crowd, I think if the energy from the crowd was going to Semple, they're being, come on Semple.
Semple knocked to the inbound again. Scotland trying to deny it, and there it is. It's official. Over 600 points to Scotland.
But Iceland is now out of the pack. Mia Flawless takes the star. We have an unofficial score. 13 points Team Iceland, 604 points Team Scotland. Big hugs from the Team Scotland. They're pretty happy about that result.
Absolutely. Big points, but it'll be interesting to see at the end of the day compared to the teams like Germany, like who has the highest number of points for the last couple of days.
Yeah, that's all going to affect the rankings going into the weekend and looking through to the knockout stages when we get down to the last 16. So that differential is super important for Scotland.
Absolutely, but we can't give without credit where it needs to be due, and that's to Iceland.
Oh.
Like I said, they get the gold star for me.
Yeah.
Normally teams, you see it in their face and you see in their gameplay, they have the energy and the life sucked out of them. They would not stop having fun out there.
No,
and
they have the heart of Vikings.
They celebrated every little. It wasn't. I don't even want to call it a little victory. Every victory they earned out there, whether it was a point, a lead, jam, any of that. So kudos to both these teams here.
Yeah, great. And we have our official final score now. Score stands 13 points Team Iceland, 604 points Team Scotland.
All right. And stick around, we got more action coming up here on the roll line track here.
Yep, it looks like we have Team Czech ready to go onto the next game versus Team Portugal. So join us back here on the roll line track if you want to see Czech versus Portugal. That's going to be a good one.
I'm Crimson Alchemia.
I'm Suffolk Punch, and next to me is Bad Sausage. We'll see you later.